Hello, it's me, Renee Urbanovich. Today we're looking at Adele and the special technique that she used to save her voice. She is an amazing singer. She's an icon. She has really influenced many singers that have come through my doors. So we are looking at what she did to save herself from all the misery that she went through. So this is Rolling in the Deep, and this is the beginning. It is not a live video. She's going back and forth. Husky, husky, soft, husky. Okay, so there's technique number one. She is hitting a C. Oh! And she's hitting it with her full force. You can hear the crackle in her voice, which is why everyone loves Adele. She's got that crackle or that gusto, that sound of emotion and just the feminine angst, right? So here she is in the beginning. This is how she's singing it. She's kind of hollering, right? Did you hear it? I'll bring it back. And that's a C. She's singing a C. In the beginning, she's singing husky as well, but she's releasing a little bit here and there. Soft. Hard. Hollowed. Head voice. Harsh. Okay, so who's not going to like that? You have a singer here, like giving 100%, using every centimeter of her vocal cords, every ounce of breath inside her body. And she is saying we could have had it all. And of course, she was around a long time, but this is what blew Adele up, this song. Just imagine singing that 100 times every tour, 150 times. I don't even know. She sang it all the time. Of course, she ended up having vocal damage. So that's a C, and it's not just a tickled C. It's a held C. And it's not a C that is just like medium and sort of chesty. It is 100% chesty and belted. And that's why people loved her. And once she started, she couldn't stop. She had to please her fans. So let's look at the second one. So that's the very beginning. Let's look at the second one. Now this one is 14 years ago, and she's recording it live, and let's listen if it sounds any different than the original. Okay, so that was different. There's not this soft moment anymore at all. How she had the setup earlier. She had some soft notes in there. The first one we watched, nothing soft here. They're all the same. She's got the nice licks and she's got that nice crackle that we like. That is the Adele signature. Absolute signature of Adele is that little sound that she makes, like she's kind of crying. I shouldn't say crackle, but I don't know what else to call it, but it is so signature Adele. Now she's going to hit the high note, and guess what? Bless her heart. Okay, so it's a B now. So the first note was, oh, whoa! She was doing that in a husky chest. Now she's at the B. Oh! Not the C. What does that tell you? She lowered the key so that she could sound husky like her fans want her to, and maybe not wreck her voice so much. And even when she goes into the deep, she goes to head voice to give herself a little break.
Real quick, you see how on these Voice Teacher Reacts videos, I don't just react to the singer. I explain what they're doing and how they're doing it. And that's because at one time I was doing it wrong and I was injured. I developed nodules on my vocal cords and I had to learn how to do it right. So I became a teacher. I've been teaching for over 40 years and I've taught thousands of students. You will not become a better singer just by practicing wrong. That just reinforces all your bad habits. That's why I developed the magic method. It's for any singer who wants to sound better and feel better. It's a comprehensive 5-module course. It explains everything and gives you a method to get better immediately. This will change your life. Check out the link in the description. Now let's get back to the video.
Okay, so you heard that. Okay, so number 1, she sang hard the first time, as hard as she could, like a bellowing sound. She did have a little bit more nuance because her chords were fine back then for the recording because she knew she was going to record, and she could record over and over till she got the tone quality she wanted. So she did a little mixing. She did a little light singing at the setup. This one, no, she did not. So it's evolved. It's evolved to be a step lower so she could sing it and not hurt herself. And then she sang the whole thing kind of harshly instead of back and forth. Okay, you saw that. So technique number 1, lower the song. Technique number 2, drop the nuance. Can't do it. Okay, I don't know if that saved her voice or just allowed her to keep singing without sounding poorly. Okay, now the next one. Okay, so now this is 2024, another 10 years later. Here we go, listening. Did you hear her go soft on mine? Keep. Okay, so she's back to some lighter notes, which is a good saving technique to save your voice instead of being harsh the whole time. Okay, bless her heart. There she is, really belting it out. And it must be exhausting for her to sing like that 100 times on a tour. 100, more than 100 times. It's exhausting for me to watch it one time. So you see how she hollers like that and she pulls the microphone back and raises her chin. So this is 2024. This is not long ago. And she's already had 2, if not 3 surgeries. I can't keep track. I think the first surgery was around 2011. And I think they said she had polyps that had burst or a hemorrhage of some kind. So she ended up with polyps and she ended up with a hemorrhage and she had to have surgery. And that was 2011. And now in 2021, I thought she was employing more of the safe techniques to start singing differently, which I think she wrote differently at least. Like B, go, E. She went into her head voice more. She changed her style. So that's lifesaver number 2. Change your style. But when she's on tour, you can tell she still feels the need to holler. So this is 2021, long after the second vocal surgery. So the second vocal issue had to be nodules. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure, but she had to cancel lots of concerts and apologize to her fans, and she felt terrible, and she had to really rest. She was ordered to rest. So that's her story to tell. But if you're a singer singing Adele's music, wouldn't you want to know that Adele's music ruined her voice? Even just doing it one time could ruin your voice, but doing it over and over and over, right, is just not healthy. So here she is doing a little bit of the same thing, but as we noted, she did lower it. It's not a C. It's a B. Yeah, I'm in love with her sound. I am. And even though it gets you, it's a little bit like nails on a chalkboard when someone's belting that harshly, but you got to love that sound. So you'd think she would have figured out a way to preserve that beautiful voice and still sound somewhat the same. I know it can be done, but she just really, really pushes, which means in her heart, she's really, really giving. She's giving her whole body to you on this concert, whoever's there recording her. So you cannot fault her for just giving 100%. But you can be brokenhearted if she comes to a point where she can't sing anymore, especially after having surgery already. So now I have one more to look at. Let's see what happens here. What are her devices for here, for saving her voice? Let's see. So this one is 2010, 2011, during her major issues. So let's listen to what the device is here so that she can save her voice. Ready? She's got that song. We almost had it all. The scars of your love, they leave me breathless. I can't help feeling we could have had. You have my heart and soul in your hand, and you played it to the beat. Okay, so she did one note instead of two, and I will scroll through here and tell you. After scrolling through it, she had the audience sing over half of those high notes, and they're the B. They're still the B, so she got rid of the A long ago. So here we go. What did Adele do to preserve her voice? Number one, she had surgery, probably 2 times, and I'm not sure, maybe 3. She ended up with polyps and a hemorrhage, and she probably ended up with nodules. I'm not sure, but she did have laser surgery, and she was ordered to do vocal rest so desperately. It was very drastic and tragic, and had to cancel thousands of concert tickets, which is a heartbreak for your fans. So, number 1, she had surgeries. Number 2, she lowered the song so that she could manage it better. Number 3, she literally just stopped singing some notes when she was live so she could save her voice. Number 4, she changed the way she sings. She started writing more head voice material and less repetitive belting. That's what she did. She probably went to voice lessons and voice therapy. She probably had her share of steroid shots before every concert. I'm pretty sure she did. So if you're singing Adele and you don't want to go get steroid shots and you don't want to go get surgery and you don't want to go cancel all your concerts and you don't trust your audience to sing half your song, maybe you should change the way you sing Adele. Or change the way you write. Just put in a few really crazy belting notes and don't make the whole song into the belt. I'm not advocating for these solutions. So I think that you get my point. Like, just sing correctly and maybe learn how to kind of fake it a little bit. But here's the deal. What is it about our culture that really loves the husk and the bellowing and the crying and the 100% grit of Adele? What do we love about that? Let's analyze that. We like a strong woman, and she's not apologetic, and she's not ashamed, man. She is singing her guts out all the time, and she is huge and famous, and she is not willing to change too much about her style because she's true to herself. And so the injury is par for the course, and luckily she's a strong woman, and she can handle being injured over and over and over again. And luckily her fans will just adore her, even when she gives them the mic. That to me is a heartbreak. But Adele took the world by storm. She had been around plenty before Rolling in the Deep. But when I have a student that tries to sing Rolling in the Deep, I really, really try to ask them to do something else. The amount of maturity and study that it takes to learn how to do that well is a long, long time. Unless you're little kid, then you can so do it. Have fun. But change some of the bad words, right? So I don't advocate for these solutions. That's a little bit of irony. What are the solutions that Adele has to not wrecking her voice? Well, you heard them here, but I don't suggest that you do those same things. I suggest if you're a writer, write less harsh material. And I also just suggest to learn how to sing correctly, because this vocal science has come so far now that we have the stroboscopy and we can tell every single thing that's going on inside our vocal cords. It's amazing, and we don't ever have to sing incorrectly, and we can pretend. We can sound like we are belting our tail off. We can sound like we're singing the paint off the walls. It's amazing that the artistic trade has come to this. You don't have to destroy your voice. Learn how to do it well. Of course, I have a course. Absolutely have a course. Check it out. But hopefully this helped you understand more of your vocal instrument if you're an Adele fan and if you're learning to sing and you want to hit those notes. Do it as close to your authentic voice as you can, but learn how to save your voice. Hopefully not through surgeries and steroids. Hopefully never canceling concerts. Hopefully staying true to your original vision of your genre and how you want to sound. And if you have to lower the key, that's okay. We can advocate for that. So thank you for listening. I hope you like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you next time on Voice Teacher Reacts. Bye-bye.